It was early morning on December 1st, 1948, when a man walking his dog stumbled upon something strange on Somerton Beach, Australia. There, propped up against the seawall, was a well-dressed man in a suit, his legs crossed neatly, his shoes polished, his expression peaceful. But there was one problem. He was dead. No signs of a struggle, no wounds, no identification. Every tag removed from his clothes, and in his pocket a tiny scrap of paper with 2 chilling words: "Shud, Persian for it is finished." What followed was a mystery so bizarre it sounds more like a spy thriller than real life. But this is no story. This is a true unsolved case. And to this day, no one knows who the Somerton man really was. Welcome back to the Gloom Zone, where real horror walks hand in hand with mystery. Tonight, we dive into one of the world's most chilling cold cases. A dead man with no name. A cryptic message and a trail of secrets that has haunted investigators for more than 70 years. Strap in, because this story only gets stranger. On that chilly December morning, police arrived at the scene. They examined the body. Mid-40s, athletic build, clean-shaven, not a single mark on him. No bruises, no injuries. It was as if he had simply stopped existing. Inside his pockets, a train ticket to Henley Beach that had never been used, a bus ticket, a pack of cigarettes, chewing gum, a box of matches, and a comb. Every single clothing label had been removed. The tags were cut out with surgical precision. An autopsy revealed something even more puzzling. His stomach was filled with blood, yet there were no signs of poison. His spleen was 3 times its normal size. The official cause of death? Unknown. The press called him the Somerton man. But no missing persons report matched his face. His fingerprints? Not in any database. It was as though he had never existed. Months passed. No leads, no name, no answers. Then investigators made a breakthrough. Hidden in a tiny pocket sewn into the man's trousers, they found a scrap of paper. Just 2 words. Shud. They traced it to a rare copy of a poetry book by Persian writer Omar Khayyam, the Rubaiyat. But it wasn't just a quote. It was a clue. Shortly after, a man came forward. He claimed to have found a copy of the Rubaiyat mysteriously tossed into the back seat of his unlocked car, parked near Somerton Beach. The night of the death. Inside the book, the final page, the one with Shud, was torn out. It matched the scrap found in the dead man's pocket perfectly. But that wasn't all. Scrawled on the back cover was a strange, handwritten code. A series of random letters, indecipherable. To this day, no one has cracked it. Was it a cipher, a message coordinates, or the final thoughts of a man hiding in plain sight? Then came Justin. Investigators found a phone number written in the book. It led to a young nurse named Jo Thompson, who lived only a few blocks from where the body was found. When shown a plaster bust of the Somerton man, she nearly fainted. She denied knowing him. But police weren't convinced. Jo had given a copy of the Rubaiyat to a man during World War II. His name, Alf Boxall. For a moment, authorities thought they had identified the body. But when they found Box alive and well, living quietly in Sydney with his own copy of the book intact, the case took another sharp twist into the unknown. So if it wasn't Boxall, then who was the Somerton man? Was he a secret lover from Jo's past? Or something more sinister? With the Cold War heating up, rumors began to swirl. Some believed the Somerton man was a Soviet spy. The way his clothing tags were removed, the cryptic code, the rare book, all had the scent of espionage. Australia's intelligence agency, ASA, quietly got involved. Files were created then, vanished. Others suggested he was poisoned with a rare and undetectable chemical. Something only a trained operative would have access to. And then there's the matter of his suitcase. Discovered in an Adelaide train station cloakroom. It contained more clothes with no labels, sharpened tools, and a needle thread kit. One tie had a mysterious orange thread that didn't match any fabric from Australia. Some thought it was code. Others, a marker used in covert operations. No matter how you look at it, this was not your average drifter. For decades, the Somerton man remained unidentified. Then, in 2021, forensic experts exhumed his body. Advances in DNA analysis finally offered a potential break. Using hair samples and advanced genealogical tools, a name was proposed. Carl Charles Webb, an electrical engineer born in Melbourne in 1905. Was this the end of the mystery? Not quite. If Carl Webb was the Somerton man, there's still no explanation for his presence in Adelaide, or his death. No evidence he knew Joe Thompson. No proof he was involved in espionage. Just more questions. In the same eerie silence. So, who was the Somerton man? A heartbroken lover? A Cold War spy? A drifter who wandered too far into someone else's secret? Was he killed? Or did he choose to die? Leaving behind a trail of clues for no one to solve? The mystery still lingers. It's just like his unblinking gaze from that plaster cast. Waiting. And as long as the code remains unbroken, so does the nightmare. If you think you can crack the code, or if you have a theory of your own, drop it in the comments. And if you're ready to dive deeper into chilling cases like this, don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring that bell. 'Cause what's buried today might just crawl back tomorrow. Click the next video on screen now if you're brave enough.